Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Merry Christmas to all. We are in our second series, our second best of 3 today, which is HellRaisers versus Arcade Esports. We already saw Pro Dota take out No Logic Gaming 2-0 in the first series, and hopefully we'll see as good a games as we saw in the first series today, or rather in the second series. I'm being joined by Turbo. How you doing, bud?
Pretty good. Excited to see these teams duke it out. HellRaisers didn't have such a great showing yesterday. Arcade managed to get one game off, and they're just blazing through this draft. I guess they're excited for Christmas dinner. They want to get it over with. I'm really surprised that Chen managed to make it through this draft. He stomped pretty hard last game. Do you think it's worth it to let that hero back through, or is he too powerful?
Well, I think right now, with how the metagame has been shifting, and really with how powerful these push strats are being, at least right now, and also being dire, I don't think that you can allow for a hero like Chen or Vengeful Spirit to make it through that first phase. So right now, I'm really liking what Gotham's doing with this draft.
They didn't ban Viper. Why didn't they ban Viper?
I think we're gonna see probably the same draft more or less that we saw from
Oh no,
Pro Dota. Oof, Prophet too. Oh my lord, this is actually some. Right now, it's not looking super hot for this HellRaiser or for this Arcade squad with how this HellRaiser draft is shaping up to be. Arcade, they did get the gyrocopter, which we have seen be really that quintessential pick these last couple patches. So
I like this. Their draft is better. All they have to do is run like a really strong tri lane. All right, that's out the window. If this is an Elder Titan support, this might go out the window. But I think if they run a really strong tri lane or a really strong dual lane, they have the makings of it. They have a gyrocopter. They have a witch doctor. They have a lot of good kill potential. They can just repeatedly kill the Nature's Prophet and get farm on the gyrocopter. Because it depends on the player, but Nature's Prophet is kind of a feast or famine offlaner. Either you get nothing or you get a lot. Sometimes you can just go into the jungle, but with Chen clearing all those jungle camps, there's not really an option for him to catch up. So the most efficient option here for Arcade is just we are going to repeatedly kill the offlaner and make sure he gets nothing.
Yeah, it will be a little rough, I think, for the Prophet in the early stages for what you were saying, but I feel like if Chen gets a couple early levels online, I think you could look to see that Chen move his way into the Radiant jungle with how the vision has changed with the elevation. Chen isn't necessarily in harm's way if he so chooses to move in that direction.
Okay, Mirana. Weird.
Now, is that a offlane Elder Titan then, or
they could do a dual lane. Would actually be really good, because I know that the lanes for HellRaisers are going to be relatively weak. Like an Ancient Apparition Vengeful Spirit lane does nothing. It just, I mean, it has good kill potential if there's a solo laner, but I think if they send a Mirana and an Elder...
5 seconds remaining.
You there, bud? Looks like I just lost Turbo. It's coming back.
Is the mic working?
Yes, now it is.
That's weird. This happened yesterday with Ted too. I don't know what's up. But how far did I get into the sentence?
I heard Elder Titan Mirana offlane and then nothing.
Oh, okay. So the Elder Titan Mirana offlane can just repeatedly... They can do pretty well against Venge, Ancient Apparition, because both heroes are relatively squishy. Venge is pretty tanky, she has high armor, high HP. But AA is food, and you can't do a whole lot with no levels. Witch Doctor and Gyro also very strong, and I think the problem with moving the Chen into the Radiant jungle is that Aquap is extremely mobile, and she just catches Chen and kills him. So if you're ever alone, especially with all these squishy heroes, you have to be extremely careful. You need to know where the Quap is at any point in time, and it makes farming extremely difficult because you have to be always wary. If the Quap is in lane, you can go out and maybe get some CS, but if the Quap is ever missing, with one other hero. Usually going to be the Witch Doctor, I think, or if the Mirana's ever missing, you have to play safe, and it impacts the style that HellRaisers would like to do in the early style of game, or the early game, where they just sit back and farm. They can be a little more aggressive when they 5-man, because they do have pretty good 5-man capabilities. But it's getting there that I think will be a bit of a problem.
And definitely. I don't like the last pick. We didn't really mull over that at all. But the Templar Assassin into the Queen of Pain, I'm not a huge fan of, primarily because I feel like
she's okay.
I think the Queen of Pain has a bit of an advantage in that lane, and with how HR, as you were talking about, they might be susceptible to ganks. I don't know if Templar Assassin would be the greatest pick there. But enough of that. We'll go ahead and introduce the two teams. I'll go ahead and introduce HR. We got Shashlo. He'll be playing the Nature's Prophet. He's going to be finding both that Witch Doctor as well as the Mirana, but he's going to go ahead and eat a coconut into that arrow. So it looks like Shashlo is going to end up going down here. First blood.
Pings. Oh, that's terrible. It went to the Quap as well.
Yeah, she's going to be able to pick up early South and probably quicker, and definitely a quicker bottle. We'll also see F1NJ be playing that Templar Assassin. We've got him, and Undershock chasing down the Elder Titan with both the Chen as well as the Ancient Apparition. We're playing both. And we got YW finishing it up on the Vengeful Spirit. You want to go to take us away on Arcade there?
Yep. Isengard Will Prevail is playing the Mirana. It's going to be Madka's Bad playing the Quap. Anime Boy on the Gyrocopter. Crazy Kid on the Witch Doctor. And finally, Cheshire Cat playing the Elder Titan. I know that it's him.
Yeah, I was confused for a second, but you know that makes a lot more sense. I wish that we would have their real names over them, because like it was confusing last game, and it's gonna be confusing this time to see exactly who's who. But that being said, we are underway here in the laning phase, and it's looking okay for Arcade already, as we can, even though you know it's only at the very beginning, we can see, as you were saying, that Shashlo is just going to be pushed out. And I think with a hero like the Gyrocopter, it really prevents the Nature's Prophet from doing well in that farming role in the off lane, because that's what you really need to have as a hero like the Nature's Prophet. As you were saying, a Feast or Famine laner, and Gyrocopter really does well versus heroes like that. And with these pulls that are coming out by Crazy Kid, it's going to look very, very good for this Arcade squad moving forward. That's assuming, of course, that it's going to stay along the same lines. And we already see in the top lane that Cheshire Cat, he's going to be brought very low, and is he going to end up going down? He does have only 20 HP right now. This Undershock, he's going to be able to get that kill there. That Stretch Armstrong right click is barely getting in range. Those level 1 boots really doing wonders for him. Still there, Turbo? I think Turbo's mic cut out yet again. So go ahead and maybe let him call me back. So right now it's going to be a little bit solo. We're going to be riding this that way, you know, just like Jason Derulo. We're going to see the Stomp coming in by the Elder Titan on Undershock. Undershock is going to be brought very low, just below 200 HP. And we're getting Turbo back in right now.
Frickin' Skype, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Alright, if this keeps happening, I'm going to be upset. Alright, there's going to be an arrow onto the Ancient Apparition. Stomp comes out and he goes down. Very well played. I was gonna say, you should check out this ward over here that's by the Radiant Tier 1 tower here. It's actually really good, because it saw the rotation of the Mirana, because they know that Arcade is going to try and put a lot of pressure on this safe lane. So they do get a ward out there, and it did help them avoid that early kill on the Ancient Apparition. Of course, he does end up going down at the very end, but still very good placement, and the Mirana will be jungling in the meantime.
It's taking out that creep with Zero. A little bit of inefficiency when it comes down to mana, but there was no real reason for him to keep sticking up there. And we've been seeing Shashlo. He's getting quite a bit done here in this lane, even after giving up that early kill. Just able to. He got a kill of his own as well as a couple CS, not that much, but he has been getting a bit of XP, 2.5 right now, comparative. Well, I guess the Nature's Prophet is 3.5, and he's going to end up going down here. It looks like Gyrocopter getting that kill there. Crazy Kid might be going down now. Oh, no, he will not. He will be able to barely live with that 24 HP, but get Anime Boy, that quick early kill is going to allow for him to raise his power level a little bit and work his way into a really healthy mid-game. So we will see he's probably going to pick up his treads here, or I guess he could also be looking to get in the killa.
Probably. Oh, he gets phase. This is something that's really interested me. Like the conversation about do you get phase or do you get treads? Because you see some players like Fear during TI5, he only liked to buy treads, and some players only like to get phases. God M looks like he's going to be going down here. He will fall, giving another kill to the Radiant. So this Chen isn't working out.
No, Gotham's having a very, very rough early game, as we already see. 4 minutes in, he's only just scratching that level 3 mark, and well, he has yet to hit it. So he's having a very rough early game, and it's probably going to lead into a rougher mid game, assuming that Gotham can't work his way into getting a successful amount of creeps and also getting his jungle under control, which it looks like he's been having some issues doing that. So this is really something that we need to, or that HR rather needs to be doing, is making sure that they are going to make that Chen as successful as they can, because a level 3 Chen at 5 minutes into the game is not why you pick Chen. We are going to see Afro Ninja. He's going to get gone on here by Shoshlo, and Marana Arrow is going to go ahead and hit it as well, so it looks like he'll be going down. Madka's bad picking up a kill. Second kill of the game for him, and that's really gonna hurt this Templar Assassin. Guess one redeeming factor is that the Vengeful Spirit does have 33 last hits. He's doing pretty okay for himself. Has a kill online as well as level 5, so he's almost level 6 now. Once he gets his swap online, you might see some kills coming out for him early, but HR is already pretty far down, as you can see, or rather, actually the net worth is a little bit in favor of Arcade. Or not Arcade, but a little bit in favor of HR, or no, I read that wrong.
it's like 250 in favor of Arcade. That's not too bad, it's not insurmountable, but this is when you'd expect the Chen to be excelling. Like, alright. He's playing a little bit too cautious because the Marana is playing extremely well. She's staying off the map whenever possible, and I love this Marana pick. Is on bottom. Shachlo is going to go down most likely. Ult expended. Witch Doctor is going to claim that one for himself, and they should be able to push in this tower, I think.
Yeah, and as you were talking about, Shoshlo, he's been the bank for this HR squad. That's their 3rd kill on him already. It's half of the deaths on the side of HR, and well, Arcade's, you're going to be seeing a stronger mid game out of it, just because of how much they've been punishing Shoshlo in this Nature's Prophet pickup.
Yeah, this is why I think if you have a Nature's Prophet, if you ever pick it, you have to make sure that your other lanes are really strong. So you need to have kill potential that the Chen can come in and join. Because that's how he catches up. If he ever falls behind, he needs to catch up by, helping out with kills, like teleporting into a lane, using his Sprout or Treants or something, and then he excels at being able to turn those small victories into an objective. So while the Radiant has managed to take that tier 1 tower in the offlane, the offlane Marana and the occasional rotating out Ember Spirit or Elder Titan have been able to keep the tower safe for so far. And I was talking about this earlier, but I like the Marana pick. You can kill Chen creeps with it in one hit. You can stun from far away. It puts a lot of pressure on every other lane. And I like a lot how this blue player, Isengard, will prevail. His skilled. Is Undershock going to be in trouble here?
Yeah, and Undershock, he is going to end up going down here, even though that was a bit of a whiff on that Starfall. They were still able to secure that kill. There was a TP coming up there by the Gyrocopter, and
that's worth it. He can rotate to mid, and they can take a tower now.
Yeah, so if they're able to take the second objective, we're going to be seeing, or rather, we're going to see Afro Ninja. He's going to get jumped on there by the Queen of Pain, but they're both going to go their separate ways after a Scream of Pain was
He's walking bottom.
by the refraction charges. Yeah, and then I think this makes it not worth it when...
No, he still got the kill. It's fine. It's just he could have got more out of it.
Yeah. Well, he is going to go ahead and farm up this triple stack here, so not too bad for him. A little bit of extra gold, and there is a Mirana ultimate. Are they going to be able to do anything with it?
He just used it because they were going on Elder Titan top, so he saved his teammate there. But I do like how Mirana has skilled, because instead of maxing arrow, which I think it gimps your hero a little bit too much, because you put so much into arrow and then you don't have damage for the mid game, and you can't farm as quickly. So he's gone for Starstorm because it helps him clear waves. Elder Titan ultimate going to be top.
Yeah, the ultimate is going to go ahead and whiff, go right through the uprights, but that does not matter, where they're going to go ahead and get a kill out onto the Vengeful Spirit, and maybe even Shoshlo here, he's going to be slept up there.
He's so dead.
Gotham is going to be able to TP out, but his creeps are going to be sitting there, and they're going to get wiped up here, it looks like, by the Queen of Pain. She's going to be able to blink up there and take out the Satyr Tormentor, maybe? No. So
She doesn't want to blink uphill.
Yeah, so Chen does still need to rebuild his army, regardless, so big pickups there for the Arcade squad. Those 2 kills as well as a couple creeps, and getting this Elder Titan more and more levels is really going to help them work their way into this magical mid game that we'll be seeing, I think, out of them.
There's a go on bottom. Looks like the Witch Doctor will be falling here. And there he goes. Although I do like how they've been allocating farm to the Witch Doctor, he did manage to get his ultimate now. Whereas you look at the Ancient Apparition, he's still working on getting his level 6. He will have it pretty soon. But if you look at Chen, he's a little bit away as well. So they've split their farm and XP a little bit better on the Radiant side, and I think that'll favor them a little bit in these mid game fights. Because the main way that HellRaisers are going to try and come back in the game is they have to try and take Roche. They have a Chen and a TA. I think as soon as they get level 6, as this arrow is going to completely miss on creeps somehow, the main way that they're going to get back into the game is Roche, and by getting more levels on their supports, it means that they'll have a more effective team fight.
Definitely. And I'm just trying to look right now, see what we've got for this HR squad, what they're going to be able to do here. As we do see, they do have the triple stack on these Ancients, and Alpha Ninja is going to start taking it out, but...
Are they going to smoke?
With that ward by Arcade, they know that they're doing it, so...
They can make one of 2 choices here. They can smoke and try and contest, because the TA is naturally going to be low because she's farming it, and they see it. Or they can go and try and take an objective or a fight elsewhere while they know the TA is unable to join. And it looks like they won't be able to contest the stack, and of course TA always, as always, manages to get a regen rune in her bottle. So they've missed their window a little bit. They need to reassess what they're doing. As an ult comes out on top, going to completely miss. Witch Doctor will now have that on cooldown for about 70 seconds.
Well, I guess there, that it's a big cooldown though. Regardless, if HR is going to be able to do anything there, there's going to be a cooldown coming from Anime Boy, but fortunately for him, he's not
committing so much for this AA.
They really are, and if Undershock is able to get an Ice Blast off, he might be able to get a kill out of it. No, he's going to go ahead and miss that, but and the Storm that comes out from the Mirana, it's going to be able to take him out, and she's not going to tick down and drop. So, and with that salve, she's going to get back to healthy. So...
This is not completely disastrous for HR. Like, it looks bad because of the kill score, but things aren't as terrible as they could be. They're still getting good farm on the TA, and they make use of the fact that they make use of the fact that Arcade committed so much to kill that AA. They're like, okay, they just used 2 ultimates top. There's no way they can come and contest this Roche. Let's go in and take it, and they do take it. They get an Aegis for TA. She's now getting really, really, really scary in this mid-game, especially for the squishier supports. So they take a tier 1 tower for it, they do end up going to smoke, but I believe this is going to be spotted out by HR. So they should just rotate and try and take mid, I guess. But it's a little bit dangerous for them to try and fight now that Aegis is up on Alpha Ninja. But we will see if they're able to make it happen.
With the smoke by the Mirana, or there by the arcade squad, Mirana was the last one that was smoked up, but if she was able to get a arrow onto the Vengeful Spirit, I think that they would have been able to jump in on that, but unfortunately, just not in the position, and they might not have had vision. No, they did not. So, Arcade, they get the tier 1, which is nice, but Sochlo in the meantime, just doing work as the Nature's Prophet does, getting some damage done onto the bottom lane, taking out that tier 1 tower as well as moving his way to that tier 2. Not getting any sort of damage done to it, but nonetheless, it's important to push that wave towards the tower. There is the Chen as well as the Templar Assassin also in the Radiant Jungle. They're going to be looking to catch out Cheshire Cat here.
Oh no.
The swap it's going to be the Magic Missile. Maybe not the swap committed, but Elder Titan is going to end up going down there, as we do see the Vengeful Spirit's going to be able to pick up the kill. There was an Ice Blast that was committed, but it was only a 30-second cooldown, so not too bad at all. And this is going to be a tier 2 tower. It looks like a tier 2 for a tier 2, because Arcade is also working their way on this top tier 2 tower for on the HR side, rather. So, guess not too bad of a trade for HR there. They were able to get themselves an objective, and with
that definitely favors HR.
There is going to be the arrow coming from the Mirana onto the Templar Assassin, but a Templar Assassin still having healthy amount of refraction charges, so they don't have to worry about too much there. And they're going to be able to also deny this tower, so definitely in favor of them.
Yeah, that's 100% worth it. And that's what's so annoying about playing into this lineup is TA is getting really close to her Desolator. Just needs a few hundred more gold. Every time that HR get a kill, as they might go on Anime Boy here, and he will be brought down. Every time they get a kill like that, they can easily convert it into an objective as Mad, because Bad's going to be walking through. He can be netted up, and he can't blink away now. The Mirana ultimate comes out. They have Dust, and they will bring down the Queen of Pain. Isengard walking in. Looks like he will be okay for now.
That coconut from the Witch Doctor did a lot of work. He was just able to get out of there.
Oh, Elder Titan's dead! Oh god. This is the problem. Whenever... Yeah, you see the angry drawings coming out from Elder Titan. He's like, guys, we have no wards in our jungle. What's going on? This is the problem with playing against a lineup like this. Whenever they take a kill, they're going to go take a tower. They're going to restrict your vision of the map and make it more difficult to play.
I think we also might see a tier 2 get pushed down here by Aegis.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And
they still have Aegis.
Yeah, they're very, very healthy right now. Yeah, there is going to be the call down. It's going to clear most of the wave, but with that being said, it's still going to be a pretty rough time for this Arcade squad unless they can catch out one of these heroes. There is going to be the Elder Titan Spirit going to be looking around, see if he can get a stomp down, and fortunately for him, it's going to time out, and HR is going to be able to get out of there after taking that tower down about a third HP.
Thinking about what objectives come next, I think it's still favorable for HR to sit back and farm a little bit, because they are at an advantage now. Pretty decent one, a little bit over 2,000. They can sit back, wait for the TA's next item. They will probably wait for the next Aegis to run out. Then, once they get a new item in that slot, most likely the Blink. I don't think there's any situation where Blink Dagger on TA isn't good, although sometimes they just feel like going more damage. But after they get the next item on the TA, they finish the Orchid up on Shacheslow. He's very close to that, actually. He has 250, 275 gold, just a little bit more to complete the Orchid. Once they complete that, I believe they'll start to take the rest of the T2 towers. And then after next Aegis comes up, they'll go and probably aim to go for high ground.
Yeah, I definitely think the what you're saying is that's what you're going to be looking for if you are going to be HR. But we saw just while you're talking that the Vengeful Spirit, she was just running away. They committed the Elder Titan ultimate, and they still weren't able to even catch her. And I guess that's kind of been the tale of the tapes here.
E.T.
Oh, unfortunately, Cheshire Cat is going to get cut out yet again.
That's a tower.
Yeah, it's tier 2, and with that double damage rune by Affinity, it's melting so fast. So Desolator plus double damage rune makes for not very merry towers whatsoever. So, I mean, what looked good for Arcade at the very beginning, they were almost up 3,000 gold at the 9-minute mark, but HR was able to work their way back and got him, even though he was only level 2 and like 10 XP away from 3. He's been able to come back and be really that pushing force that HR needed to get back into the game. So he's been pushing his team up to where they are now. At least I feel, paired to that with Afrin and Jay, of course.
Yeah, and I think the problem is that oh god, I'm just gonna be spotted out here.
So it's gonna be Anime Boy being able to clean up those creeps as well as his chin.
Look how much heal.
That Chen just using his Guardian Greaves as well as his ultimate to keep himself up as much as he can, and also his creeps are still alive.
Mobile creep wards.
Yeah, so and keeping them alive is big because it does allow for him to really.
Magic's bad. He's gonna be stunned.
Ooh, he's gonna end up going down here. The burn from the Orchid. It's gonna be another kill on the board for Shashlo. He had a really rough early game, giving up a couple early kills, but HR they're able to come back, and they've really been controlling this game for the last couple minutes.
Crazy Kid's in trouble too. Blink forward? I don't think he... Yeah, okay, he's fine. But the issue here, and how all of a sudden Arcade managed to give up a pretty huge lead, is that they just didn't respect the potential of the HR lineup. They're like, it's okay. It's 10-2. There's no way we can lose, as Isengard will prevail. Might be going down here.
Yeah, he's gonna... Oh. He's going to be brought very, very low. And there's going to be a call down by Anime Boy, but he's going to end up going down. Maybe he's going to be able to take the Chin with him. No, he will not. So that's going to be a kill for Afrin Ninja there. And that's going to be a one-position hero for just a little bit of damage.
There's a tier 2, too.
And the last tier 2 on the map for this Arcade squad. So HR has really been pushing their advantage. And as we see now, they're in the position that they are because of their team composition, where Gotham as well as Afrin and Jay have really just been able to suffocate the farm and also the vision of Arcade from taking out the towers as well as controlling the jungle.
Yeah, and it's like I was saying, they just didn't respect what happens every time somebody gets picked off. They were like, it's fine, we lost one hero, and then another hero wanders into the jungle, dies in the exact same spot. And suddenly they lose a third, they lose a tier 2, and Roche had been taken just before, so they gave up like 3,000 worth of gold in a matter of minutes, and probably about 2.
We're seeing Cheshire Cat get caught out yet again.
Oh,
He's
good lord.
Gonna end up not going down quite yet. He might be able to TP out. There is going to be the Mirana ultimate getting committed, so I do believe that the Elder Titan is going to be able to get out of there just
that's
fine.
Smart.
And now it looks like Arcade's going to be on the chase. They're going to be looking to get some damage done onto these Chen creeps. And they'll be brought pretty low, but only losing a couple of those Centaur Conquerors.
They need to get out.
Yeah, I don't think that Arcade can stay here. And there is going to be a Mirana arrow up in just a second, but I don't think that they're going to be using that to engage anytime soon.
They also have to be worried about moving up here because Ancient Apparition is sitting on the exact opposite side of the map. He's got level 2 Ice Blast. If they get hit by this and then the TA jumps in, they're potentially in store for a surprise, and not like a good there's new presents under the tree kind of surprise, more like a you got coal in your stocking kind of surprise. So, looks like after all that posturing, nothing's going to happen. Everybody's just sitting back waiting for something.
Yeah, but that's, even though, you know, they were posturing, as you were saying, it really does be a benefit towards HR, though, because of what this ancient apparition is and what kind of hero he is. Him being able to farm on the other side of the map and not have to give a care in the world because he knows where the heroes are on the side of arcade is huge, because of just what the hero does with the Aghanim Scepter. So having the ability to farm and also able to get the levels is just huge. We're going to see the Ice Blast come out. It's not going to clip anybody, but there is going to be the
Good
swap out. And Crazy Kid going down, Templar Assassin picking up the kill there. There's going to be a Stomp coming out by Cheshire Cat, catching up both the Templar Assassin as well as the Vengeful Spirit, but nothing's going to come out of it.
Are they... Oh my god, they just chunk Roche down. There's nothing that Arcade can do here. Oh, maybe he can get a stun. No.
Yeah, unfortunately, Cheshire Cat not able to bring in the stun quick enough where they'll be able to get in and get anything done because of it. But the Templar Assassin now, she's got an Aegis. Yasha, Deso, and a Blank Dagger, 24 minutes in. She is so incredibly farmed right now. And we'll probably see high ground here, especially with the Guardian's Greaves up on the chin.
Yeah, this is the push I was talking about. After second Roche, if you have a Chen lineup, and I think we saw this in the first NLG game where it wasn't a Chen, right? But
no.
They had a pushing lineup, and they kind of took their time. They were like, we can't push, we're getting split pushed, we need to do something about the split push, and they waited too long to push. And by then the PL was too big, and the PL and the Lina just messed them up. There's the possibility of that happening here. It's not quite as likely because it's Gyrocopter and he isn't like supremely out-farming the enemy team, but there's always the possibility. So I like that HR are extremely prompt here. They're very serious about making this game end in a very timely manner. So I appreciate that they know the strength of their lineup extremely well.
Yeah, and as we see here, they're going to be able to chunk down that tower incredibly quickly. It's already at about half HP. Even though they are going to be able to clear this wave pretty quickly as Arcade, but I don't think that I don't think that they're going to be able to continue to do that, especially with these Chin creeps, as well as those Guardian Greaves, because he can go ahead and I think he could use the Guardian Greaves to keep the wave up if he so chooses.
Yes, it's always going to be favorable though for HR to slow siege because they have a Nature's Prophet pushing out every other lane that needs to be pushed out. So it's not like they need to go back, as there will be a fight.
Yeah, and we are going to see that the Templar Assassin is going to be able to take out the Witch Doctor there. The Anime Boy, he's looking to see if he can get a kill out onto the Vengeful Spirit, but the Vengeful Spirit is going to go ahead and go back. Got him, doing very, very well with that Test of Faith. And so that's just going to force a buyback coming out from Arcade. Alpha Ninja, he's looking to come back in, and he's going to be able to chunk down. Isengard will prevail. He's going to be brought very, very low, but he's not going to end up going down. But SR Cat, he's going to go down. Alpha Ninja, triple kill here, and he still has the Aegis. Popped is the Aegis. And we'll see also in the meantime, the Ancient Apparition is going to end up going down. But Afro Ninja, he's going to get out of there just fine. He has a BKB online. And in the meanwhile, we do see that Joshlo is pushing out that top lane. So, good engagement there by Arcade. For the most part, I would say, at least at the point of the game that it is, where HR is as ahead as they are, they were able to...
That's such an important death, though, for the Gyrocopter. He bought back, too. So his BKB is delayed now. I think that almost... Oh, if they kill him here, the game might just be over.
Yeah, and Anime Boy, as you were saying, he's down for 74 seconds. And so now, with him being down for another minute, and the composition that HR has, it's going to be very hard for Arcade to continue to defend against the push that is this HR lineup.
So they will lose their second tier 3 tower. The Chen's coming in from the side with Guardian Greaves just in case. Sounds comes out onto the Quap, Yule's into the air. She's going to be able to get away, I believe.
Yeah, there is a BKB that's flying out there for the Templar Assassin, though. She does have that now. She can go to pop that and maybe move back in. Nope, not with the Death Ward coming out from the Witch Doctor. So what we are seeing is more or less a wasted BKB, I would say. And there's going to be a blink in.
Lord.
Oh, Cheshire Cat just melting to the minus armor from this HR squad. So that's going to go ahead and be the first set of racks going down. And that's not going to be...
GG.
Oh, and that's going to be GG coming out from the Arcade squad. So HR, they're able to get the first game on the board in a pre-30-minute fashion. Not looking too bad for them whatsoever. You have any closing thoughts for this game one here, Turbo?
Ban Chen. I mean, I don't think there's really much else to say. Like, if you're gonna play against a Chen, you can't give up sloppy deaths like what happened in the Radiant Jungle. They gave up Roche, and they should have decided, like, okay, we're gonna play safe. We're gonna 5-man, we'll take some towers, we avoid fights, while that TA has her items and the Aegis up, but instead they kind of just walked single file into their own jungle, lost 3, and gave up their entire gold lead. And you need to be more careful when you play against a Chen like that. So here's hoping that next game either they ban the Chen or they just decide to play less sloppy.
Yeah, you can't. I don't think you can give up the Vengeful Spirit either. Just the minus armor that she brings to the table and her disruption with that swap you don't see that in cores. So having a hero like that on your side is just so beneficial for you. So I'd like to see Arcade ban out both of those heroes, but we'll go ahead and find out here in Game 2. We'll be getting into that in just a little bit. Again, I'm at Benjamin Cat.